Welcome to John's Corner, where our star reporter Jonathan always lands on his feet. He's a hard-hitting reporter who isn't afraid to throw a punch or to take one. He's always investigating the issues that others shy away from, uncovering even the biggest of scandals, while learning every secret he can. Here on John's Corner.
What's up, Blue Roof Nation? It's your boy Jonathan, and welcome back to John's Corner. I have had a very, very intense July. A lot has happened. The first, literally the first, I was on the phone, and then I got a cramp in my stomach that kept hurting worse and worse and worse. Turns out I had a pancreatitis thing, inflammation. Spent 8 days in the hospital. And while I was in the hospital, I found out that my trip to San Diego, which I had thought was canceled because financial troubles, was back on. So I went to Comic-Con for the first time since I was 13. I am 33. Yeah. It was 13 or 14. Yeah, it was 2003 last time I went. So it's been 19 years since I've been to Comic-Con. It's been 18 years since I've been home to San Diego. I didn't have a car. I was riding with family, so I didn't really get to visit with old friends or anything, which would have been nice. But it was fun, man. We stayed on the beach, ate good food every night. It was everything you could want. And oh my god, the weather. I'm in Texas where it's been 100 degrees. I mean, the 100 degrees started while I was in the hospital. It's been 100 degrees every day this whole month. So that was 5 days in San Diego where I would wake up and go outside and it was in the 60s. I'm like, oh, this is heaven. This is heaven. Oh, it was nice. If you get a chance to go to California, you need to, especially Southern California. San Diego, it's everything you want in the world and more. It just is. But yeah, so this is a month of roller coasters for me. Started off with intense pain that was only relieved by painkillers every 3 hours, to eating on the beach and going to Comic-Con. Last time I went, I met Stan Lee, and this time I went, I met Kevin Smith. Good things always happen there. I met Scott Liddell on accident. I was walking by and I saw him and I was like, oh shit. I met Mark Bernardin, which was awesome. I met him literally right after I met Kevin Smith, back to back. I didn't have the original plan was to drive out there so that I could buy a bunch of stuff. I flew out there and I didn't have any carry-on, so all I had was a backpack filled with clothes, and I still managed to fit 100 comics, the complete set of Freddy's Nightmares, which, oh shit, that was awesome. I haven't seen that show in so long. Obviously it's a bootleg because they've never released it on DVD, but it's a good copy. It's such a great show. I just watched the first episode, which is all about how the townsfolk kill Freddy. That was such a great trip. They had a whole Dragon Ball exhibit outside for the new movie coming out. A giant Vegeta ape. Like, it was so cool. It was just awesome, man. I walked the floor for hours. It was everything I remembered, and I hope I can go back next day. That'd be so much fun. But I wanted to talk about some of the stuff that was announced. I mean, Marvel announced all of Phase 5 and then some of Phase 6. Obviously, for Phase 4, we still have She-Hulk, which starts, I think, in 3 weeks, which they dropped the trailer for, and she breaks the fourth wall, which is right out of the comics, which I love. And then Daredevil showed up at the end. Like, does it get more cool than that? Does it really? I cannot wait for She-Hulk. I was already excited for it, but now that Daredevil's in it, I'm even more excited for it. Could you imagine if Jen Walters and Matt Murdock go off against each other in court? That would be cool. And then, of course, Wakanda Forever, which that trailer was so emotionally charged. Um, I still killing off Black Panther. I don't know if that's the right move, but it's the move they're going with. And I mean, the trailer alone hit the feels. I can't imagine how emotional that movie's gonna be. Um, Everyone's wondering who the Black Panther's gonna be, but it has to be a sister. I mean, that's who took over for him in the comics. And as far as the villain goes, I mean, Namor. That's the OG king of Atlantis. Now, obviously, they're changing Atlantis. I forget the new name they're going by, but they want it to sound more Aztec, and they're trying to separate from Aquaman, which, by the by, is a rip-off of Namor. Namor came first. But no one ever really hurts Wakanda, and Namor leveled it. I mean, to be fair, he had the power of the Phoenix with him, but if you're going to do a villain for Wakanda, Namor's the best one. He's done more damage in the comics than just about anyone else. So, I mean, the only one who might have been better would be Doom, but I really think Doom, I don't even think they're going to bring Doom into the Fantastic Four movie. I think Doom should be a big bad. The way they're trying to make, Kang the Conqueror the big bad now, Doom should be a big bad. He shouldn't be wasted on a single movie. He should be a force to be reckoned with, man. So I think that's why they kept Doom out of it. But I'm excited, man. Like, the Namor reveal was so awesome. I get they're introducing him as a villain, and he's going to be a villain in the movie that a lot of people are going to be very emotionally invested in. So it'd be hard to ever redeem him. But he's the original Marvel superhero. I mean, he came before everyone else. For Marvel Comics #1, he was in, and part of his story predates even that. So he's the OG Marvel superhero. So I hope they give him a redemptive quality. Like, I hope at some point he's a hero. Maybe he gets his own movie. Because I love Namor. I've always loved Namor. I've always thought that was such a great character. So hopefully it's not just a one and done. But even if it is, I mean, what a movie to go out in, And then for Phase 5, they announced all the stuff. So of course, Phase 5, so I mean, we got the new Ant-Man and Wasp, which I heard there's a trailer, but I haven't been able to find it yet. And King the Conqueror, and King the Conqueror is going to be in that, so we're getting hit. So I guess that'd be his first appearance, right? Because in Loki, that was a variant, so that'd be interesting. Especially since the 5th Avengers movie is, was it the Kang Dynasty? Avengers Kang Dynasty? So that's going to be awesome. We're having 2 Avenger movies in 1 year. Avengers Kang Dynasty and then Avengers Secret War. 1 year, 2 Avengers movies. How awesome is that? That is going to be so. I think it's ending Phase 6, I believe they said, right? Starting Phase 6 is Fantastic Four, which we're finally getting a Fantastic Four movie. Discount the 3 I have on the shelf. And then the 4th one that I still need to buy. We're getting a 5th Fantastic Four movie, which will hopefully do these characters justice. But Phase 5, we have the Echo TV show, which I think Daredevil and Kingpin are both going to be in, right? Which, awesome. We're getting a Daredevil Born Again show, 18 episodes. Daredevil and Kingpin are both going to be in, and they better bring back Foggy and Karen Page. Don't do a reboot. You want to do a little soft reboot, change a little things here and there, fine. But keep the cast. And keep it as close to the continuity as possible. Let us have this. Let us have that Netflix universe, because I love that universe. It was so fun. And you're bringing the characters back, so let's just continue those stories as much as possible. We're getting a Thunderbolts movie. That's ending Phase 5. So that's going to be awesome. I mean, they've been building to it, but still, that's pretty cool. I can't believe we're getting a Secret Wars. Avengers Secret Wars. It's going to be so much fun. I wonder what version of Secret Wars they're basing it off of. There's been a couple. Is it they're going to bring in the Beyonder? Or are they going to do it after the 2000 Secret Wars? Not the one where all the universes collide. Although that would make sense too, because it's the multiverse sagas, and I could see that being the end of the multiverse. And oh my god. Okay. All right, hold on. Let's get some of these other stuff out of the way, and then we'll get back to that because I just had ideas for that. All right, so Phase 5, they announced the Blade movie, which finally we're getting. I'm so excited for. Captain America: New World Order, so that's the name of the fourth one. The Ironheart series, which I think they said the Ironheart series, which I'm excited for. Loki season 2, the Agatha show, which is awesome. Guardians 3, which I'm dying to see this trailer. Apparently it's so emotional. I really want to see it. I tried to find one online, but it was such bad quality. I was like, I can't watch this. And then the Marvels, which I'm so excited for. Miss Marvel was so great. Like, I don't think that show's getting enough love. Online people keep hating on it. That was such an amazing show. It was exactly what you thought it was going to be, and it was fun. I don't know. People just like to hate on things, but I love Miss Marvel. I thought that was great. Oh, and then Secret Invasion, which is going to be awesome. Alright, so let's get back to Secret War. So, there's 3 different versions of Secret War. There's Secret War 1 and Secret War 2, which both have to do with the Beyonder. Which people online seem to think that's where they're going to go with it. I don't know if they're going to introduce the Beyonder. I seriously doubt they're going to introduce Battleworld. You really think that that's what they're going to do in a movie? People are going to be like, what the hell is this? They're going to take all the heroes and all the villains, put them together and fight. It was a cool comic book series, but in a movie, it's going to seem too cliche. They're not going to do that. So then there's the next Secret War, which is what I was first thinking they were going to do, which is where a couple heroes, I believe it was Spider-Man, Wolverine, Luke Cage, Daredevil, and Black Widow have to kind of sneak into Doom's country to find out about this mysterious benefactor who's giving villains high-tech upgrades. So I thought, okay, that's how you go, and that's how you introduce Doom, because the Kang Dynasty is the Avengers movie right before that, so that wraps up the Kang storyline and the multiverse storyline, and then you introduce Doom, and that brings us into the next phase. So that was my first thought process, and I was like, that's cool. But there's another Secret Wars series where all the multiverse universe is collapse and collide, and then it leaves us with a new universe afterwards, which is how Miles Morales ended up in 616. The comics, not the movies. I agree with Ms. Marvel on that one. The comics are 616, the movies are not. They don't care what Mysterio or even Kevin Feige says. You gotta be true to the comics. But, if Kang Dynasty is Avengers 5, and that's Infinity War, and then Secret War is Endgame, a accumulation of what happened the movie previous, then what if it's that? It's the multiverse collapsing, and when it's done, the status quo of the Marvel Universe gets rebooted a little bit, kind of like the Arrowverse did with Flashpoint. Changed a bunch of little things that they wanted to retcon. So the Marvel does that. They retcon things here and there, and that's what brings the X-Men into the Marvel Universe. And the X-Men come in Phase 7 because the multiverse has shifted because of Secret War. That would actually be pretty cool, and it'd be an interesting way to bring the X-Men in without establishing why they've been invisible for all this time. And you don't have to change anything drastic, you just make little changes here and there. It'd be a cool way to go about it. It would be interesting. And it would make sense as the end of 3, 4, and 5. I mean, 3, 4, and 5. 4, 5, and 6. Be an interesting way to go about it. Either way, I'm there. I'm excited. I'm so excited for all this stuff. I'm even excited for the Groot movie and the Guardians holiday special. This is such a great time to be a Marvel fan. They're just giving us so much greatness. How could you not be excited? It's just enough to make you want to cry. And I don't know, I met Kevin Smith. That was fun. He's such a nice guy. It was so nice to meet him. Like, he said he was going to be taking pictures, and so you get there and they wouldn't let you line up, so they sent us away, and then they sent us on to this side thing. So the clerk's thing is right here, and we're standing here, and they tell us not to stand on this side. And so then when the people making the lines finally start making the lines, they're taking from over here and from over there. So I went from being like 8th in line to being at the back of the second row, and they only allowed 3 rows in. And it's just like, why are you taking from the side you told us not to stand on? It's kind of messed up. But this organization from aside, It was awesome. It was so cool. And the line went fast, and sweetest guy. And the staff there was awesome. They were all very nice too. I just don't understand their organizational skills because you told us not to stand there. But everything was so great, man. It was such a fun experience. Oh, man. I really hope I get to go back. And next time I want to drive. I want to go on a road trip. You know, just yourself and the open road. Never driven cross country by myself. It seems like a lot of fun. I don't know. But first part of this month I thought I was going to die. Second part of this month I had the most fun I've had in a long time. And now I'm ending the month trying desperately to recoup all the money that I lost from not working and going on a very expensive vacation. So July has been stressful as hell, but I wouldn't trade it at all. I hope your guys' July has been good, and I'm going to try to be more regular. That was the plan, but a week in the hospital changes a lot of things. Anyways, I'm Jonathan, and don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check me out on Twitter, Instagram, even Facebook. Check out our website, blueroofproductions.com, and give us legends.